Okay, so this week I decided to spend a lot of my time in training working on my ground dribbling. Now, I'm still a novice at Rocket League with only 115 hours, but I've been spending a lot of time recently trying to improve my gameplay. So, I created a training program for myself this week to spend an hour or two every day, which should teach me how to dribble. If you're better than me, which admittedly is most of the community, then I would definitely appreciate any suggestions or criticisms you have for me down in the comments section. Okay, on with the video. So I started basically from zero. I could barely get the ball to even touch the top of my car, so I researched a bunch of basics first so that you guys don't have to. Imagine your car as a 3x3 grid with a directional pad on it. If the ball is on the front or back parts of your car, it will speed up or slow down. If it's on the sides, the ball changes direction. A helpful way to get the balance right when starting out is to watch the circle underneath the ball and position your car accordingly based on that. After you practice this enough, it will become muscle memory, and you can look up more at the opponent's cars instead. One thing some people have asked is when to use ball cam and when to use car cam. In my opinion, car cam is the only way to keep your view from swinging around wildly. I often use ball cam to get the first touch, but after that, straight into car cam. Okay, so my training was broken down into 3 segments, and I'll go through how long I spent on each one, the exercises I would do, and why they're important for the skill. Then, I'll show you some clips from the end of the training process to show you how I've progressed. To start each day, I'd jump into free play and practice what I learned the last day to refresh my brain. I'd pop the ball up onto my car and drive straight towards the goal, adding some flicks to change up the positioning of the ball. Backers mod was extremely useful for this, as I could press the right D-pad to reset the ball rolling towards me to start again. As I got a little more confident, I started to go into all-star aerials training and try to catch the ball. This is so that I could get more chances in matches to try dribbling if it wasn't just rolling towards me. The third exercise, which is really useful, is to start dribbling in circles in free play, which will really help with your turning control and being able to keep the ball in your car. I would do this for about 10 minutes as a warm-up to build on what I'd learnt the previous day before moving on to some ranked matches to break up the session. After a couple games, I'll hop back into training with a workshop map called Dribbling Challenge 2 by French Fries. I later found an overhauled version with nicer graphics, but it's exactly the same, so you'll see me switching to it halfway through. I'll leave a link to that in the description. I am really sorry to you guys on console, but I'll suggest an alternative later in the video. This is a really great map I've sunk a lot of time into with 30 different levels, all focusing on different aspects of dribbling. For example, driving in a straight line, turning, starting and stopping, flicks, and even dribbling up the wall. If you drop the ball, it falls straight through the floor and resets you to the start of the level. At the beginning, I wasn't even able to complete level 1, but after a day or two of failing, I became a lot better, at least at going in a straight line. One thing you'll find when learning this as a new skill is that you will fail. A lot. If you find yourself getting frustrated, take a break, play your favourite playlist, 2s in my case, or even leave the computer until you're ready to continue. This will take a while to perfect, so bear that in mind when you start slamming the table because you can't beat level 5. I've been there. I usually spend about 20 minutes to half an hour on this map each time, watching a YouTube video and just grinding my technique. If you don't have access to the Steam Workshop, I would recommend practicing each of the aspects the map teaches you yourself in free play, for example speeding up and slowing down, driving laps around the field, flicking and then controlling afterwards. Now, there's something we're missing: an opposition. The third section of training was playing some casual 1v1s. Because it's casual, there's nothing to lose by giving free goals, so use it to your advantage, trying to turn every ball into a dribble to maximise your practice. If their car starts racing towards you, try to flick over them and retain control. You can vary it up with some power flicks towards goal, popping it into all 4 corners, and experiment with what works against a real person. This is a good indicator that I use to show my own progress, as being confident to dribble in a real game is actually the goal that I wanted to achieve. So, let's review my progress over the week. Wow, I'm still astounded that I've been able to learn the skill. It's always something I've felt out of reach as a beginner, but being able to dribble and even use some basic flicks into goal has gone a long way to improving both my play and my control over the ball. My free play sessions have gone a lot better, being able to maintain control while turning and putting some power into the top of the net. I can now catch aerial shots with more confidence and carry them over my opponents into the goal. As for workshop training, I managed to beat level 7 of dribbling over Hall 2, which I'm actually pretty proud of. This map is so hard for a beginner, or maybe I'm doing something wrong. So, did it help? Yes, absolutely. Here's one of my free play sessions on the last day of training. I noticed a ton of improvement over the week. I started out with pretty much no skill in this area, and now I can use it in matches with some confidence. Of course, I still have a long way to go, and I'm going to continue improving my dribbling, but this is definitely a great start. I hope that this video helped you with your training. If you don't have time to do this every day, maybe try to practice this a couple times over the weekend and keep track of your progress over the course of a month, and see how you've improved. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a like and I'll be sure to make more. It really helps the video and the channel a ton, and I appreciate it so much. If you want to hear more content from me, make sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on my videos. Lastly, if you want to see any specific skills for me to cover from a beginner's perspective, let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll see you next time.